Hello guys, I want to share you my second work for Planet Zoo. I did this because my zoo is incredibly big on my normal save, and I needed the big centerpiece that had all the animals because it was kind of hard to keep the keepers feeding the small animals. So I did this. It literally contains every exhibit for every single guy in the game, plus one. There's one room for an extra. So as you can see, it looks pretty cool. I had to remove a lot of the lighting in here on the ceiling because apparently I can only save blueprints up to 4,000 objects. So I had to take a lot of flowers. I had to take the fountains off. As you can see, there's still the little jet here. I had to take them all off. But overall, I'm really happy with the result. So I'm just gonna look around a little bit. Then I'm gonna show you how you do this. It's pretty much the same as the other ones, but I just want to show you the path. So as you can see, I did like little gardens in between those guys, and I did like this path for the staff. So you can put staff path here, so only the staff walks between them here. So this is the main area. I did this little cute centerpiece, which I love it. Um, there's ambient speakers here. There's like in every corner, so you can find them and put whatever sound you have. There's like little music speakers here as well. And I had 8 shops, so you have the shops right inside of here. They look pretty cute. I love the little panda over here. um, and yeah, the exhibits. Every exhibit is different a little bit. I try the best I can, but Planet doesn't have much decoration that I can use of. Um, so in this one, I believe I use more Asian stuff. Let me get in there. There you go. So yeah, I add more Asian. The top is pretty much the same for all of them. I just changed the position and the direction. This is only in this one, kind of a joke. And the top of there's like a little speaker. You can hide it after if you want with whatever you want. But I had to reduce a lot of the objects so I could save this. So you should I made this to be at 7. Okay, so all of them should be at 7. I believe I have an example here. I have an example here. So Act 7, this how they should be 7. So this way you get more education out of each one and they don't overlap. Um, More things in here is I have the I don't know what this is called, but I had it for the information of the status. So you can have in all of them you have those guys. So this one is more African style. I had those big statues in the walls, some masks and some artwork. This is not very African, but I had to fill space. There's not many objects. The top here is always the same one as I said before, just a little bit different, a little bit. Um, this is the staff and toilets. As you can see, it's only different with no glass. One of the reasons is because I couldn't add more objects. So I made this little piece here for the staff, this little room. So you're supposed to put only staff path in here, and you have so they can rest and they can make food in here. And this is like a little corner for them. I needed this big guy to cover the middle part, so I kind of normally I like to use solar panels because they don't impact, but this way I had to use one of those. But don't worry because if you go into here the impact things, it shouldn't affect. Or ignore this. This is just so I can have animals in the zoo. This doesn't come with the blueprint. As you can see, everything else is fine. Only this little piece over here, and the visitor should not even walk here. So this is only for staff. So again, I had those little decorations around the staff here, a little fountain. This is the only fountain I left. The other ones I had to delete. This is the only one I left before because I really like it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave the rest for you to explore. And this one I believe is the Asian one. Okay, the other one is the Indian, I believe. Yeah, this one is the Indian one, so I try to put some more Indian stuff in here. Um, and they all have the same number of exhibits and stuff like that. So what I really want to show you now is how you do this. And I'm gonna do this. Before that, I'm just gonna show you how beautiful this at night. I had to remove all my. I had some beautiful lighting effects up here, but I had to remove. So at night, I really like to work with light, so I made sure everything was correct. so it looks as much natural and beautiful as possible. And I really love this piece. Look at the floor lighting. I really, really, really love what I did here. And of course, it was a lot of work. It was like over 6,000 objects, and I had to remove 2,000 objects. So that was kind of unfortunate, but I still, it saved. It's in two pieces, obviously. I have this piece, and then I have this big piece. But no, it was worth. Actually, three pieces. But, well. And yeah, so let's go for the part where we make this work, so you see how to make this work in your zoo. So when you call the blueprint, you're gonna have the blueprint called the centerpiece for the mall, and you have the modern mall. So make sure again, make sure that the terrain is flat, and then if the terrain is flat, all you gotta do is just drop it in whatever position you want. So as you can see, it's gonna be a little bit up, as you can see here. All you gotta do is click here and just press X, and then just take this out. Let's put back the day so we can work easier. And just pull down until you see just a little bit of it. I mean, when I mean a little bit, this time I made it easier. I just kind of like this. It should be the spot, actually. We're never gonna get the precise spot, but we should be close enough. There you go. So this is what we, as you can see, the little buildings are in the air, and that's because we're not selecting everything. So make sure before you do this, thank God this happened in the video, so I don't have to explain. Just make sure when, oops, when you get this big guy, you actually press X on this stage, okay? Don't click, just press X. Okay, so now we're selecting everything. And now it's when we want to, pull everything down. It should be a little bit laggy, which is totally normal, because let's be understandable, this is massive. And there you go, we should have just this little bit like this. And then click apply. And then the lag goes away. And we're good to go. Okay, so as you can see, there's no centerpiece, so now all you gotta do is call the centerpiece, which I did here, the centerpiece for the mall. Just call it. You can even spin it in a different direction. Look at the lighting. And just put in whatever direction you like, and just click. And I believe it should be in place. Yep, should be pretty much in place, but you can just exit and just tweak it until you're fine and happy with it. And there you go, you should have them all ready up and go. Normally, I put the deers, just an information, I put the deers kind of facing the main entrance. The main entrance should be like this one, okay? Or whatever main entrance you choose. Now the path, okay. So the path, like the other ones, I always make my paths very easy to make. So all you gotta do now is just come here, choose whatever path. Make sure all the options are off, so we don't see any things. Sorry, the video is getting very long, but now it's the end. Just select the grid, and off you go. Just make sure you give some space here, at least two, and then just start filling all of the spaces. So I made sure I make it so you can fill, and just leave the corners for the end, like all the other videos, and just go ham. Just leave the corners and just go. I recommend going like piece by piece like this, line by line, I mean, so you don't get lost. Really gonna be a long video if I have to do all of them. But I'm just gonna make like one party and maybe they will come. Okay, so this part is covered. So all you gotta do is then take the square part off. Still in the grid, and you gotta find here the little corners you see over there. And there you go, and you get the round effect, just like that. Alright. And then put it back on, and just keep on going. So now we're gonna go here for the main part of the park. As you can see, everything is square, nice and easy, so you should have no worries at all in pathing this. So just like this. Same here. So just gotta keep following the layout of the building, and that's pretty much it. All you gotta keep doing. And now, just for the nice touch, just put staff path. And just make sure that these areas are only for staff. I think that's a nice touch. But if you don't want to, it's fine. But I think it's a nice touch for this area just to be for the staff, including this area from here up. So this should be just a staff. And in here, don't draw the floor. Here you can, but be careful here. Don't draw here. So it will not connect with the other one, okay? So the staff doesn't walk inside a wall. Just make sure you just make it like this. Just where they actually really need to. You can add a little bit here, but don't hide here. You can hide the animals are starving. You can hide here, sure, here is fine. But don't add, oh, way outside. But don't add anywhere else. Like, so don't connect those two paths. Yeah, and then from there, just go around and, you know, make the staff paths. And then after you're done, you're gonna get like a crazy looking floor if you move the building out. You should, like, you know, start like feeling everything slowly, as you can see, just like that. And that's it. And then after that, your zoo should be working. I hope you guys enjoy this. I enjoy making a lot of these things for my zoo, and I don't mind sharing them at all. In my zoo, it looks a little bit better, but again, for you guys, I have a limit of 4,000, but it still looks pretty good. But all you gotta do is just add more lights, maybe, I don't know, flowers. I took away a lot of the flowers. I had a lot of flowers here covering all those lights. Maybe you can do this yourself. And that's it. I hope you enjoy, and I see you next time.